Good morning, welcome back to Casa.texpina. We're on build day number 245 today. Let's walk around and see where everybody's at this morning, and let's get started. All right, first thing this morning, we've got painters that are going to be working up here, getting the ceiling prepped and finishing up a little bit more around the edge of our cornice work. You can see where there's a little bit of a change in color here. It looks like we got a lot of gray mixed in with the gold, so they're going to repaint that and get it corrected. Okay, let's go ahead and walk on in. Our two electricians are up here putting in the lights above the breakfast bar. We had an unfortunate accident with the ones that we had up here previously, and one of the globes got smashed. So we got a little bit of a different, we're going to try a different style. And outside we're working on sanding and prepping the island for the master closet, getting it all prepped and painted. This will be painted all the same colors that we had in the master closet area. So it's going to be primarily white with a little bit of gray on the bottoms and edges. Also, Mr. Alex here is continuing to work on the cabinet doors here inside of our utility room. Let's see how this is gonna look. Yep, a little bit of trim. Almost there, almost there. Well, this is our second chandelier. I guess we're only meant to have two lights here on the breakfast bar. In the process of being hung, the third light that was supposed to be in the center was dropped. Chandelier didn't even last 24 hours on site. So, I'm not sure. We just have to grin and bear it, I guess, and move on. Well, at least we got the power for the wiring is up there, so if we want to change this later and get something a little more elegant, someone else to do the installation, we'll be able to do that. But two chandeliers for the breakfast bar in less than 2 weeks. Actually within the time span of 1 week, and both at the expense of about $50 each, or 2,600 pesos, which unfortunately is about as much as these guys make in a week each. So we'll have to leave it as is for now, and we will replace it on our own at a later point, I suppose. All right, so up here in the attic space, we're starting to put in some lights so the guys can start working on the flooring area. So we're putting the LED tube lights up here about as high as we can get them underneath the trusses. So we'll get those in and get them wired in. They'll have switches as soon as you come in the doors on both sides of the attic space. So up here in the media room half bath, our foreman, who is a jack of many trades, is now a tubero, or a plumber. We're fixing the install for the cold water line only faucet that's going to go here in the media room half bath. So this one's getting cold water only. So single faucet, single line on the bottom. The problem with this one was that when they did the install for the sink and the countertop, the sink is a little too far back, and it's got a lip that shows through the hole where the faucet's supposed to go. But we can't drill it out because that's also where the overflow drain goes. So they're doing a little inventive engineering, and we're gonna make this work and get it completed. So in the Jack and Jill, we're also, the carpenter, Mr. Allen, is working on our under sink cabinet So what we're going to have is shelving on the ends and open in the center, so it'll all have cabinet covers. This will have shelves on the inside here, and this section in the center will be open. And then we've also got the underneath open. You notice here in the Philippines, they really don't like to put the cabinetry all the way to the floor in the wet areas because you don't want to have all that material exposed all the time to the moisture. So they leave a space underneath to where you can sweep, and if you get water in there, it's not a big deal. You can pull it back out. It's not a problem. So that's what we're working on now. It's starting on this Jack and Jill. So this is laboratory for bedroom number 3, and then we'll start working our way over to bedroom 2's laboratory, as well as completing the one for the half bath there in the hallway. Right, so Mr. Alex out there is continuing to work on our cabinet doors for here inside of the inside of the utility room. So that's what he's been working on here lately. So we've got the first one up, just a rough sizement, and he's continuing to work on the rest. And like that, our under sink cabinets are coming fairly nicely. So we got 2 shelves and an open space in the center, and it's going to be cabinet drawers on all. So 2 drawers here, 2 doors, 2 doors, 2 doors. All right, let's take a look at what happened here in the master bath and the shower. We got our soap tray installed. So we decided again not to go with the niche because we didn't want to cut into the tile too much. So we were initially thinking about a corner piece here. But as far back as the door comes, we're like, no, I don't think the corner piece is going to work because we're going to end up hitting it all the time with the glass. So what we ended up finding at a much better price rate is a glass shelf. We'll be able to put what we need here, some light shampoos, body soap, that kind of thing, and still have plenty of room for taking the shower without banging into it on the side of the wall. So that's what we're going with here in the master, as well as also in the Jack and Jill on the other side of the house. Let's go take a look at that. So in this room, the foreman's getting ready to do the same thing. He's putting the pieces together for our kit. And these are gonna go right here in the corner. Plenty of room to be able to take a shower and have your stuff over here on the side. Plus we've got a couple things, a couple places to put it on top in the guest side of the house. All right, our guys have been busy up here in the media room, or actually I should say more correctly, inside the attic. And we're working on getting some light. Let's shed a little light on this situation. Yeah, that looks pretty good for up here. So our whole attic space, walking all the way around, should be fairly well lit. So now we can see what we're doing up here. We got one more spot down here that's going to be put in right here, and then we're going to have 2 more spots over here on this side of the house. So these will both be controlled by switches next to the doors coming into the attic space. So we'll be able to turn on the light before we head into the dark. All right, the foreman was able to get the faucet put in place. So we've got a good faucet up here, cold water tap only. And so the next thing we gotta do is when the plumbers return is to put in the drain so that it goes right out through there. So we're not gonna test the faucet at the moment. We're just happy that it got put in place. And this one has one of the push type drains. So that's a little different. All right, I believe the foreman is done with the shower shelf. So we got the place for the soap and shampoo. Oh, this one's much more sturdy. Nice. Very well placed. Be able to take a nice shower. All the stuff you need is within reach. And our fan works. I don't know, y'all probably can't hear that. But it's on. Woohoo! All right, Mr. Allen is getting started on the bedroom number 2's laboratory. So we're gonna do the same. It's gonna have shelf on this side, shelf on that side, and an open section in the center, all with doors on front, obviously. All right, let him get back to work. Alrighty folks, it's yabba dabba do time. If y'all enjoyed today's video, please give us a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the casa.texpina star right over here and you'll be subscribed. Hit the bell icon just below the view screen. You'll be notified of our next video upload for your viewing pleasure. So until we see you again tomorrow, have a great afternoon and God bless.